5, 4, 3, 3.5. You are live. Wait for it. We're almost there, people. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here it comes.
You said we were live.
Oh, okay. We're getting close. And action.
Welcome to the Biz for Good Show, where we highlight misfits, outcasts, and renegades for the being good and doing good movement. We spotlight people that are changing the world by having integrity and honesty and creating an environment of connection, thus showing the true secret to success and creating a life of greater impact. So come on board and create your own Biz for Good life.
Welcome to the Biz for Good Show. I am your host, Bobby Glenn James, along with the Ryan Pilkington, ladies and gentlemen. The Ryan Pilkington.
Yay, me.
Yay, welcome to episode 80.
Holy moly.
Episode 80. Yeah, tell us about the show, Ryan. I'm in perfect form today.
I thought the fries were going to slow you down.
I know. I think, we had all-you-could-eat fries at Red Robin today, so I was feeling a little heavy, but...
Now you're doing good?
You said in 10 minutes I'd feel better, and you were right.
I was right. Yeah, we're at episode 80 of the Biz for Good show. We're going into the 80s. I feel like flashback.
Oh, yes.
And
I love the 80s.
And I think the guest kind of embodies the 80s right now with what she's wearing.
Really? You think?
Maybe. A little.
Yeah, there was some superheroes going on in the 80s.
Yeah, superheroes.
Some super flash.
Yeah, the Biz for Good show.
Oh, glam. That's right.
Glam rock.
I am the lover of all things glam 80s rock.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing.
Big hair band.
Big hair bands. You can't get
We're going
too
into
big
the
of hair.
80s, episode 80.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's
okay.
like meshing or something.
Yes, meshing.
So the Biz for Good show
Nobody knows what we're talking about. I like that.
No, they're clueless.
They're
No,
always we're always clueless, aren't we? I mean, isn't that how it kind of works? Hey, do we have segments today, Ryan? We keep hinting that we're going to have segments today.
We have a powerful guest on. I don't think we need to muddy the
You're
waters.
saying we don't need to muddy the waters with goofy segments because of the powerhouse that we have in the house today.
Next week.
Because next week we don't have a powerhouse.
Well, next week we do have a big hitter.
I
always
tied
have
you in a
amazing-
man. I tied you in a corner.
threw
I'm
me under
sorry.
the bus,
I tied
man.
you in a corner. That was okay. Bad me. That was not Biz for Good. Right there.
That's all good.
Tell us about the show, Ryan.
Yeah, well, Biz for Good Show is a podcast where two crazy entrepreneur guys.
Complete lunatics, I think is what it's called.
We got, we're getting together.
She shook her head. Your wife
Yeah,
is
my
shaking
wife
her
is
head.
like
Yes.
too crazy.
Well, when you have two podcasts going on.
Well, she's trying to speak, people.
Well, and a person has two
No.
I'm still not, my mic's still not Let me just get over it.
Yeah.
When a person has two podcasts going on, plus 50 clients.
Plus 50 clients.
50 clients. Wow.
Well, it feels like that. 52 and a half.
Anyways.
There's a lot. You're saying there's a
It's
lot of
pretty amazing.
craziness. There's a
We're
lot of
two
craziness.
fun,
Of course.
adventurous podcasting entrepreneur people doing this podcast called Be For Good, where we talk to amazing, powerful people.
that are doing amazing, powerful, being good, and doing good things in the world because that's what matters. It's working now, right?
Now,
I found that out the hard way. It's finally working. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
if you're interested, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram,
Slash Biz for Good Show.
Yeah,
Slash Biz for Good Show. Slash Biz for Good Show.
at Biz for Good.
At. That's on Instagram?
Well, like Twitter.
It's the
is
Insta.
at-
It's the
Insta.
Insta.
Will you two stop confusing each other?
Oh, yeah, that's going to work.
And speaking of amazing people,
Yes.
we have episode 80 is empowering strength, smashing abuse. Did I say that right? By
Empowering strength by smashing abuse.
with Annette Humphreys.
With, ladies and gentlemen, Annette Humphreys. Bring it in. Yeah, high fives, high fives. Woo. High fives, buddy.
And we have her daughter,
Yes.
Anna, or Anastasia.
Anastasia.
Mini-me.
Beautiful. I love it. Awesome. Welcome to the show. You are
Thank you.
amazing. Let's just start off by saying you are, of course, amazing. Hey, did everybody see her sword? She's ready to kick some serious, butt. Is what? Yes.
Got bling,
Yeah.
too. You gotta
It's
have
got
bling.
bling. You gotta have bling. Yeah, your swords have to have bling. That is absolutely the thing. That's how you fight crime, people. That's how you fight bad people. That's how you take on the world and kick butt to the abuse, right?
Right.
Are you-
It's the key to the monster truck, actually.
Oh yeah! It's like putting it in the rock, with Excalibur. You take it out of the monster truck. Only the
Exactly.
queen can take it out of the monster truck.
That's right.
Yeah.
I need to let our guests know more about Annette here.
Oh, we need to let our guests or our people.
Our people, our
Listeners.
audience, our listeners. Not you're the guest. Good grief.
So we like to just add. Let's start with just learning a little bit about you.
Sure. I've labeled myself a professional survivor of abuse. All of the empowering that we do, for bullying, domestic violence, and child abuse, I am a survivor of all of those. So I can say with integrity that I have experience knowing what that feels like. And so we're taking that negative victim mentality and turning it into something more positive and being the example for others,
I like it.
by being empowered. Just being that example helps other people, that energy. They're like, oh, you've been through this and you're okay. So, it will resonate with people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it, love it, love it. So, can you tell us something personal about yourself so we can kind of get to know you? You got any embarrassing moments?
Oh, yeah.
Something fun in the past that we might go, oh, yeah. Just let us have it.
Well, my kids love that I tell them that I never fall. So my thing comes from is that I hate falling. It hurts. It's embarrassing, right? And
Especially when you're skating.
Exactly. How did you know? That's exactly. I've been skating since I was little, so every time I go skating, they're just waiting for me to fall. So one time, nobody was at the house, and going down the stairs in socks. Oops. So I fell, and they were so mad because they missed it.
Oh.
They did not get to see Mom fall. I don't fall. When I skate, I don't fall. I will jump over somebody before I will let myself fall.
Ah, it's kind of like a cat instinct. They never
It is.
land on their back.
Yeah, no.
I never fall. I was at the skating rink with my son's birthday a while back, and I realized I'm too old now.
I never
I almost ran over a little kid, and I bit it like hard to not kill this little child in front of me. And my wrist was messed up forever. I'm like, okay, I just need to be in better shape, maybe. I just need to start working out.
Right.
Well, cool. So tell us a little bit about monster trucks, kind of the monster truck stuff.
So our charity is called Advocate Monster Truck, and the word advocate comes from a long story that we don't have time for. But the short version is that I was labeled an advocate, and so it kind of was a self-realization from people that I have helped, that I helped people naturally, and so advocating for people was just something that I did. And then monster trucks, I've always loved trucks.
You're a mom, and you just stand up.
And my friends, it's like I have that tribal instinct. Like, what? Somebody's doing what to you?
Let's
know?
kick some
Yeah,
butt.
so
You are a superhero.
Apparently.
Look at her. She's a superhero, people. In the house. In the house.
Empowering.
Do you have a superhero name?
Addie the Advocate.
The Advocate. No, sorry.
That was pretty good.
Addie the Advocate. I like it.
So, where was I going with that?
I have been known to take people off track every once
You?
in a while.
Oh, Bobby, you never take people off track.
Never do we go down a rabbit hole that's different than where we thought we were going to go. So
the monster truck. So I've always lived trucks. I had my first truck when I was 19, and then I've had several trucks.
you're a truck girl.
I'm just a truck girl. I love
truck
trucks.
girl.
I feel safe, especially with my kids. I've been in accidents. I've seen accidents. It's like I want something safe for my kids. Like, you hit me, you're gonna bounce off my tire.
Love her.
So, and always been to the monster truck shows. I love the energy. I love the.
Do you wear the earplugs?
No.
No, man.
Oh, no,
I'm
I
a
want to hear
wuss.
Wow.
I'm
I
a
want to
wussy.
hear it.
Have you seen it now that they actually are flipping those things?
Yes.
Have you seen them do that
Yes.
live?
Yep.
Holy
They
cow,
have it
that-
now. The record
Did
is
you see
2
that?
times.
I don't
Two
know
Two
that.
times?
2 times.
They
times.
actually flip this giant truck,
Yeah.
shoots up in the air, and flips and lands.
Wow.
What's even more amazing is that they do it in a short distance because of the horsepower of the
Yeah,
truck.
just
Yeah, they're in this
They
little
go back just a
arena.
little bit, and it's like, whoop, and they just forcefully flip
And somebody's
that truck.
done it 2 in a
2
row before
times.
they landed.
Yeah,
And
it's
backwards.
Yep,
Backwards.
That's right. Good job.
Backwards.
Wow.
Oh my
Hey, girl.
gosh, dude!
We need
It's
to-
so cool that you connected with that for being your mission of smashing abuse. The whole concept is just so cool. And so right on the money. It's cool that
Yeah.
you've taken a passion, a love that you've always had,
Mush it all together.
and mush it
Mush
all
it
together.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when people make real movements, when they connect with who they are.
Yeah.
We tell people all the time that's a part of the biz for good is being real, being who you are, and when you find that space,
Authentic.
that's when being authentic. That's when you make an impact.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna
And
make a
you're doing
big impact because the kids, they resonate with superheroes, and so when we go to the schools, we want them to remember us. We don't want them
Yeah.
to just be like hearing rah, 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 you know. So we want to come in and have them remember us. We want to have to bring the truck there. They could touch it. It's tangible. It's like this thing is what smashes abuse. So we have the big truck, and then we're gonna have the street legal truck. So there's several
You drive
programs.
around.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
everywhere we go, it's like a billboard, and then we have the cars that are going to be imprinted with the handprints, and, people get to write their pains of abuse on those cars. And then once that car gets filled up, we create an event, we invite everybody, and then they get to witness their pains that are infused in that car being smashed by our monster truck.
I love everything about it is so stinking cool.
It's very
It's just-
metaphorical.
Yeah.
It's very symbolic.
Absolutely, but it's
Yeah.
but super cool. So we always like to ask a
What
question.
What does biz for good or business for good mean to you, Annette, or Annie the advocate?
It's okay. You
And-
can say that.
Anna.
Annette or
Annette.
Addie.
Addie.
Addie the
Like for,
advocate.
yeah,
Addie
like
then.
advocate.
Addie the advocate.
Addie the advocate.
I need to take note. Better know.
I like Addie.
No, you just need to take more ginseng to improve your memory.
Ginseng, yes. Do you have a most embarrassing moment about your mom? Just curious.
Oh.
I don't know.
I might do it. Yeah. Oh, she's thinking. What can you tell us about your mom?
She knows
How do you
she's-
feel about this lady right here?
Well, I love her very much, and I'm very proud that she does this. Because at my school, I see bullying all the time, and to my friends. And so I always stand up for them, and my mom has very inspired me.
High
That
five.
is awesome. She's a rock star.
High five.
Awesome.
I agree.
Yeah, yes. Amazing.
Awesome.
It's true. There's so much, and it seems to me like we're starting on a new path of saying, you know what, things are the way they were are not cool.
It's not working.
Cool to be rude and mean to other people. It's just
Right.
it's not cool.
It's about
They're-
integrity, like people need to learn to have integrity and empathy.
Empathy.
'cause-
Absolutely.
And we also, it's not about only helping the victims, because if you think about it, the people who are the abusers, they're victims themselves, because something happened to make them be broken to where they're lashing out and projecting their pains onto other people. So,
And-
we want to work on that. It's not about just helping the victims, it's helping the bullies. So you stopping that chain,
Absolutely.
happening.
It's so true, and that's so cool because it's not about these people are evil, bad, sick, and wrong, but
Right.
they have
They're broken.
they're the exact same
Yeah.
as and it's
It's a
having
message
that
cool
for
that
empathy.
we're much more aware and connected with that whole
Yeah.
piece. There's a lot of assistance that needs to go on.
Yeah.
messaging for both sides.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not about just anti-bullying. It's about
Empowering.
Yes, empowering, be connected, empathy, like you said, and just loving each other. That's what we talk about as the Biz for Good, is that it's such a powerful tool to do so much with. The more you love, the more you connect with people, the more business you'll do, the more happy employees you'll have. It's just, and we preach it to the top, and we were talking about this today, that we thought this was common sense, but unfortunately,
No.
people need to hear it. People need to hear it.
Yeah.
People need to hear
It's
it.
like reminder. Be good.
Yes.
Do good.
Not just a reminder, but hey, you'll get further in life.
yeah.
You'll have a better life if you live that way. Just like you living your passion right now makes you more fulfilled, right?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Did we ask
And
her?
it's being the
We asked her,
example.
but she, you
Oh,
got-
I butted in, didn't
but we
I?
got a very good answer
Yeah.
from
Oh,
her,
that's
so
okay.
I'm okay with it.
So, what does the Biz for Good mean to you?
Biz for Good means to me that doing what you love, and it's not about making the money. It's about living out your purpose, and then everything else happens organically. So there's, the blessings will come, naturally and organically, and it's about connecting with the community and building a community. We want to build a community of, warriors that are all about empowering. Yeah. That's why I'm dressed like this. This is what my brand is. It's about, this is what I look like on the inside. So it's vulnerably sharing with the world that this is what I am on the inside. I'm
passion.
wearing it on the outside. My colors are courage and strength, but I've also had the bruises of the black and purple and blue bruises of emotional pain, mental abuse, physical abuse. So this is a way to transmute that into something positive and be an example. So I lead by example, and that's why my girl is a little advocate herself now.
It's amazing.
That's awesome.
And my other daughter too. Oh yeah, she's got the tribal instinct too. She's the first one to draw her sword.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And you said it, following your passion is such an important piece. And being true to yourself with that passion.
Yes.
I think, unfortunately, I think so many people get caught up in passion is this certain thing when it's your core passion that we're talking about. This thing that moves you, and it's not just liking football or something like that.
What sets you on
it's
fire?
This core that that gets you. And I get that your core is about assisting people and really bringing people up. I mean, you feel that in your whole fiber in your being. At least that's what I get from you.
The energy that comes out of me.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're living that. Why don't more people live their passion?
It's fear, and it's the story that they're running. There's a like a broken record running. I'm not worthy. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not thin enough. Whatever it is, it's a story, and so the evolution comes with changing that story. Because I had all those stories too. I wasn't worthy, and my definition of love means that you abuse me. So changing that story has changed the people who are in my life. It's changed how I feel about myself and what drives me to be a biz for good.
I love it. I love it.
Was there a defining moment that put you on this path? I know
Yes.
we talked a couple of weeks ago or a month ago about an experience, but I don't want to go too much into that. But
Yeah, there was a young girl that I was trying to advocate for, and this was a learning experience for me because, when you try to be someone's voice, it doesn't always work. I've even done that with my daughters, and it's about empowering them to have their voice and letting them.
That's important.
Yeah, that was the big lesson I learned, but it also fueled me to take on what I've been labeled. I've been labeled an advocate, so guess what? Now I'm an advocate.
yeah,
That's the thing when you stand up for something. The coolest part is that it pushes you forward more to be that.
Yes.
I think people don't realize when you stand up and you say, "Hey, I'm going to do this," well, you've just committed to the world. It pushes you forward, which is a really cool thing.
Because they're watching. My kids are watching. My friends and family that support me. They have my back, and so.
And they will hold you accountable.
When you get to know me more, it's like, regardless, even if I didn't have that support, I would still be going. I'd still be pushing it
Absolutely.
forward because
Yep.
it needs to happen.
It's just standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big on accountability. Everybody that knows me knows that I talk about my poor kids. Oh yes, Dad, I'm accountable. But boy, when you say that or you stand up like that, man, there's a lot of people that'll be out there. Is that accountable, Bobby?
Did you
Were
do
you
that today?
accountable for that?
I don't know if you're accountable.
And it's interesting because you can't go, well, what does that mean? I don't care. No, you have to go, yeah, okay, I'm accountable. I'm the guy that's accountable. So there's something magical about standing up for who you are.
Yeah, it's like you said, authentic. It's being authentic. It's having the integrity to, do the right thing even when no one's watching, and it's sharing your story to help other people know they're not the only one out there that has gone through abuse. You're not alone.
Yeah.
And we have a Facebook group that's about empowering people. So if people need to reach out, they have a safe place. I've talked to people that are not even in the state. Just people that reach out. So it's effective, and it's going to grow. It's going to keep dominoing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you're doing something from the heart with that much passion, it can't help but move forward.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the whole
Yeah.
point of Biz for Good.
Right.
Yep.
And I'm a big advocate for anti-bullying. I was bullied in middle school, and so when I met Annette, it's like kinship.
Yes.
Instant
It's
connection.
like,
Tribal connection.
yeah. So I'm so excited that you're here today and that you're taking
Thank
on
you.
this huge topic.
Do you want to talk about?
Yeah, we can talk about introduce these lovely, awesome.
Yes.
How do we do that on your camera? Like, pink.
Yeah.
For all your listeners, she's going to
Thanks,
share
Jessica.
some things that to help.
So I hand
Empower
paint
people.
these empowerment coins. It's a talisman, an amulet, a worry stone, whatever you want to call it. That's the backside.
I just wanted to see. What
Okay, yeah. So they're empowered by Advocate Monster Truck. So the other side is infused with my love and support for anyone who holds this coin.
She hand paints them.
Yeah, they're hand painted. I can customize them if there's a special word that somebody wants on there, or a phrase. If they're trying to gift it to somebody that they know is struggling, they can do that. I have it's one specific for suicide prevention. It's the skull, the skeleton, which is death, and it's like to remind them they're worthy of living.
Oh.
And then
That's a cool one.
people who feel, and then we have cards. So the cards that we have tie into whatever the coin is, and there's a reflection. So this one says somebody. Here, we'll do that one. Maybe we'll put that up there.
Yep.
So that one
I'm the
says
camera guy.
that one says somebody. So put it up a little bit further away.
This way.
Yeah, see how it says somebody. So that's what the coin says, and that's a monster truck tire, and then the coin fits in there like it's the wheel cover. So again, smashing abuse, right? And so whatever the word says, and the back of it is so the front has basically instructions. The back is a story about the word for each one. So they're all different. And I like to have them not on the card. I like for them to have that tangible, be able to touch them and look through them, and feel it, what feels good to them, and then they pick whatever they want.
Awesome.
And for every 2 that we sell, it empowers us to donate one to someone who's in critical need. I've met with the victims advocate for Pleasant Grove Police Department, and so we've given them, because the lady there, she meets with domestic abuse survivors, and so we're giving them some to give to the survivors.
That's amazing.
That is awesome.
Thank
so
you.
Ryan,
Yes.
so we understand kind of the connection to how they work.
Yeah, for all the listeners out there, these are amazing. I met with Annette a month ago or 2 months ago, and she gave me one of these, and she let me pick one out, and I picked Fearless. That's one that resonated with me. And, we have these fidget spinners and stuff. I've tried those, but sometimes I do nervous, not twitches, just scratches
Fidgeting.
and stuff.
Yeah, like fidgeting.
But I've actually carried this around since she gave it to me. It's been very powerful for me and a reminder to be fearless, because I get a lot of stuff in my head, stories, and I meet with people, and sometimes I'm a little standoffish, or like I still battle with those bully demons from long ago.
Right.
So anyways, Fearless was really great for me, and it's been an inspiration for me, just a reminder, but also I can hold it and put it in my hands. But the story I wanted to share was, I was in the hospital in ER a few days ago, and I had to have a sore lanced. And what they do is they poke you and they numb you, and it's super powerful, painful.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I'm like, they're going in and I'm jumping. And anyways, I had this Empower coin in my hand, and I was using my energy and saying, you know, I'm fearless. I can do this because. So I want to
That's
thank
awesome.
you. Yeah.
That's exactly what it's for. Good.
Yeah. So.
I'm so glad it helped you.
And of course, my wife was holding my hand too, but.
Actually, to be honest, while they were jabbing him and poking him and digging out all that yuckiness out of his sore, I was holding his hand. But for the rest of the time, he was holding the fearless. It was
Good.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good.
I had it in there with you.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Human
yeah.
support is the best support. So
Yeah.
you had both. That's good.
She was being my advocate.
Absolutely. Exactly.
So it was all symbolic. Anyways.
Beautiful.
If people want these, if we.
Yes. How do they
Yes.
get a hold? How do they connect with you guys? How do we find stuff?
So we are on Facebook, Advocate Monster Truck.
So Facebook / Advocate Monster Truck.
Uh-huh.
Advocate
And
Monster
they can message
Truck.
us. We also have another
We'll
Facebook
put that
page
on-
specifically for the coins because, you know, we're about the monster truck. The empowerment coins are something that feeds in to support
Right.
Advocate Monster Truck, so we didn't want the confusion.
So you wanted them separate.
Yeah. So there's another Facebook page. It's Empowerment Coins.
So Facebook / Empowerment Coins.
Uh-huh.
Facebook / Empowerment
Yeah.
Coins.
And they can message us if they're all numbered. Each individual coin is on the website and on our Facebook page with
Every
a number.
coin?
So they can say, "Oh, I want number 43."
And it's that's
on
the
there.
only 43 that's ever made?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's cool. So when we have 2,336,432.
But once it's bought and that number becomes available again because a new coin comes up, so it just the numbers get cycled,
I
but whatever is available, like all of these are what's available right now, and they're all on the page.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
What was that?
And we have an option to make them into a necklace, like my daughter's wearing. This one.
yeah.
And we match the beads to wear it.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You can see it. Oh, very cool.
So, that amazing stuff.
Yeah, thanks.
Amazing.
Thank
We
you.
love what you're doing. Thank you
Thanks.
for standing up and kicking butt.
Right? Metaphorically.
You know, we all go through hardships in life, and there's a lot of hard stuff, and I talk about that all the time. That sometimes we have to have gratitude for the things that have made us the people that we are,
Yes.
and some of those hard things have made us
Yeah.
very powerful people,
Absolutely.
very strong. And thank you for being one of those that
Thank you.
chose to use that to become a powerful person and not be
Be a
put
victim.
down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Live in victim mentality.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Also, the power of influence is really something that I've delved into, and I feel like if you're having a good influence in the world, you're leaving a good footprint.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the ripple effect that you're having right now.
Yeah.
And maybe 10 years from now, we'll have another advocate that's dressed up and
Oh yeah. My goal is
whatever
to have
they
a
do.
one truck in each state. We already have Wisconsin. We have 2 ladies in Wisconsin that want to start a chapter of what we're doing, and another
See?
person in New York.
You can see them at every truck show
Right.
eventually.
Yeah.
that would be super
awesome.
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
An
Maybe
advocate
Monster
truck
Jam would
at
want to
every-
jump on what we're doing.
Oh, absolutely. Why not?
Right.
Yeah.
That would be the coolest thing. And at every truck show, you could pull out the car with the different abuse stuff on it. That would be so cool.
Yeah, because it's
So
kind of
I'm
pulled
excited.
away
I'm
from that.
going.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you need to do your own truck show.
Yes.
That's all. Sorry, I'm excited.
There was something cool
I'll
about
calm down.
There's something cool also about this truck we have to talk about. They give it rides.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
So the actual truck that we're trying to do crowdfunding for is in California, and it is the gentleman who built this truck from the ground up is a fire chief in Quincy, and I don't know, I really connected with him. He is one of those kind of MacGyver mentalities and engineer brain. He has all these safety measures on there and all that, but the big thing is that he has built this truck so that people in a wheelchair can I need to get closer. Test 1 2. He's built the truck so that people in a wheelchair, maybe veterans, disabled people. They can be elevated into the truck hydraulically. It's a hydraulic lift that takes them all the way up into the truck. We take 2 seats out, and they lock in, and they get to have a ride, so they don't get left out.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, because they, I mean, you know, people in a wheelchair get bullied too because they think they're defenseless and whatnot.
Super empowering.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to go for a ride.
Yeah, there's a front seat too, so you get front. You take your little camera with you.
Yeah, oh, we should do a live.
Yes.
We should do a
Oh,
road trip.
road tripping.
yes.
Truck, baby.
That's a road trip.
Oh, that is a serious
yes.
road trip. Okay, we're going to Cali. Let's do it.
Cali.
Yes.
You
It
got to
is
go
in
to
Cali,
LA.
right?
Well, we're trying to bring the truck here. So the,
Oh, well,
Yeah.
the crowdfunding thing is that we want to connect with other Biz for Good businesses and that resonate with our philanthropy. And the program that we have is like a sponsorship thing. And then the packages create a way for us to bring the truck to their business, which tells the community, hey, this business supports this philanthropy. And then it's like a win-win. Right, we bring the truck there. They get the publicity. They get, the increase in customer flow and so forth. They get their business logo on our truck,
Oh, that's
on
so
our
cool.
website, everywhere. So they're connected to what we're doing.
So
through
other
that.
businesses could totally use that as all kind.
Well,
Right.
Good PR.
And because we're a 501c3, it's
Yeah.
a tax deduction and all that flavor. But
Absolutely.
the most important thing is connecting the philanthropy. Creating that community within the community.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, you look at the race car drivers, they slap all these
Yeah.
logos on
So
them.
true.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
do it with some
Awesome.
empowerment, some meaning, some purpose.
Yeah.
Did you need volunteers or something you wanted to?
Yeah.
Well,
What's an
we're-
action item we can give the folks?
So
the
we're always
listeners?
looking for volunteers. I wear a lot of hats right now. We have about 4 members. We have Annette Piper. She's our marketing lady who's come on board, and Lisa Zahler. She's up north, and she's a chef, but she's volunteering. She's helping me do research. So it's being able to just, delegate those little things to get them off my plate because, one person can't do it all.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, so we put this program together. I've had a lot of help with that. We need social media, website, people.
So how can people get a hold of you to connect? Just the Facebook page.
Yeah, our Facebook page is the best way because I monitor
Advocate
that.
Monster Truck. Advocate Monster Truck.
Yes.
.com.
Yes, we have a website, advocatemonstertruck.com.
Oh, you do?
They can
Why haven't
can-
we been sending it? AdvocateMonsterTruck.com.
Yeah, so they can get a hold of us through any of the social media, Instagram, Facebook, or website. All of our contact information
Connect
is on
with
there.
Advocate Monster Truck, people. You
Yes.
Get out there, become an advocate. We
And
are
if you like to
big
dress
fans.
up and you want to show your inner warrior on the outside for these kids, we love volunteers like that too. 'cause-
Oh,
we have
yeah.
tons of folks that like
Yeah,
to do.
cosplay
remember,
people.
Yeah, remember.
Yeah,
how-
he dresses up and feeds
yeah,
the homeless.
Yes, they
Oh,
feed the
yeah.
homeless. Where's
Nice.
he at up here? I read his thing all the time.
They dress up as superheroes and they go.
Yeah, there's a
feed.
lot of there's
Yeah.
a mascot, the Miracle. What is that one? Mascot Miracle Foundation, and then there's another group of superheroes.
Oh yeah,
here.
and they do like movie level costumes. Their costumes
Yeah,
have to
they're
be
legit.
movie grade. Yeah, they're like serious.
Yeah, he worked on his Batman for
like a year. Or
year.
something.
Nice. I'm actually connecting with the cosplay community to help me make my legit costume.
Ooh,
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Well, you're super legit
you're-
already.
Oh,
Totally.
you just wait.
or deep within.
Yeah.
I love the dragonfly.
Oh,
The dragonfly is a symbolic of change, and it's also a symbol of Gene Keys, which is a process I went through to help me go from victim to survivor
To
and now
badass.
warrior. Yeah. So.
Yeah, show that sword again.
Oh yeah, my sword.
She's ready to take on the world, my friend. It is bling, bling, bling. I love it.
Yeah, if you're listening to the podcast, you need to check out the Facebook and YouTube.
Absolutely.
You
Get in touch
have
with
to
Addie
have
the
to have.
Advocate. Addie
Go to our
the
Facebook.
Advocate. Thank you so much for being on
Thank
the
you
show.
for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You are awesome. Thank you for being a warrior, for standing up for your passion for other people, folks that need you. You know there's many out there that are
Yes.
needing your connection. So thank you for just standing up.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You gonna take us
I'm,
out?
I'm just honored, you know.
Absolutely. Man.
I'm honored that you're honored.
It's a true blessing. So thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
And if you're listening, please please check out Annette and all that she offers. And
Advocate Monster
if
Trucks.
if your child, or if you're going through the bullying or the abuse,
Yes,
definitely
reach out.
Reach out.
All right, we'll leave with the hashtag Be Good Do Good. Everybody, we say it 3 times. On the 3rd time, we go crazy. So, everybody, hashtag Be Good Do Good. Hashtag Be Good Do Good.
Hashtag
Be
Be Good Do Good.
Wow, and that's a wrap.
That was a good one.
Yeah.